My name is Benjamin Verdos. I live in Brooklyn. I'm from Seattle. I came out here to play music, and I work in New York City public schools, substitute teaching, off and on. I was in a band called Mount St. Helens Vietnam Band with my little brother, Marshall, who I raised. He was 13 years old when we started the band. We traveled the country many times, Canada, and then put out a couple records. And then yeah, he's 20. He's about to finish his Job Corps program. So I'm playing in this band Iska Dhaaf now. My best friend Nathan, and I release records under my own name.
My name is Nathan Quiroga. I live in Brooklyn, New York right now. Originally born in Santa Rosa, California, lived in Northern California, Portland, Oregon, small towns outside of Portland, Oregon. Eventually moved to Seattle to go to college, and where I started doing music. First was in a group called Mad Rad, now I'm in a group called Iska Dhaaf, which is the reason that we moved out here.
Happiness, happiness, happiness is just around the corner.
I met Nate at Peter Robinson's house. He was producing for the group Mad Rad, which Nate was in, and when he was playing me the beats, I said, "Who's this guy singing on it?" He said, "Oh, that's Buffalo." That's Nate's, the name he was going under at the time, Buffalo Madonna. So anyway, I had met him, like he had been coming through the studio, and then I started playing guitar at some of the shows with Mad Rad, and then Nate and I got to know each other. I said, "Hey, we should get together and talk about the stuff you're writing. It's interesting to me." So we did, and then pretty much just it clicked, you know.
Mad Rad was a great start. You know, I was very young at the time. I was having a lot of fun. I met some great humans. We all had huge personalities, and you know, it fed a lot of energy. It became quite liberating in a sense, and it was really good to learn how to not care in that group, and it freed you up. But it also went a little far. You know, we got banned from multiple venues, you know, and we were drinking and doing all kinds of drugs pretty heavily, and that was fun, but it wasn't conducive necessarily to work ethic and longevity. So things ended up eventually just kind of erupting, and we went our separate ways. But we're all, for the most part, still friends, you know, and still hang out and support each other. What's great about this partnership is that we're just constantly interested in the work, and we put in the time. Like, we rehearse as much as possible, we write as much as possible, and we're constantly sharing things that we're reading, you know, just telling them, or sending each other, you know, things online, and just constantly trying to learn and grow.
Record, we were already starting to work on Ableton, but our skills weren't kind of like there yet. We did more of like a traditional thing where we wrote the songs, we tore them up, we demo them, but we went into the studio with our friend Ephraim, who's on the label, and we went to K Record Studio in Olympia to kind of get out of town a little bit, and just kept chipping away at it. We played a lot of it live. So it was very like kind of in that, like, capture it in that way. Like, you know, there's a lot of performance-based stuff, a lot of Nate's vocals were live. For the second record, we developed our skills on Ableton enough to map it out that way, so it became much more open. So, for instance, we would write a song or a part on guitar or on keyboard or wherever, and then record that part, and then, you know, program the drums and play real drums over it, then, you know, pull that apart, throw things in reverse, you know, it just infinitely more possibilities. We spend a lot more time on it. So it's been a huge learning curve.
I'd like to just continue to push the visual and aspect of the band, like visuals, videos, and just all around just heightening everything. But yeah, I'd like to just like continue to make sure that we can take time to make ourselves happy first and foremost, so that we do it longer, and hopefully have an audience of people who support us, who are like-minded, and that we're not like feeling imprisoned by the people who like our music, but we actually want to hang out with them. So we've been really careful about not like not compromising ourselves, and just being true to that. And hopefully, like what I'm already seeing is like the people who listen to our music, or who are like us, or people like I actually would fuck with and be like, yo, you're cool, awesome, you're awesome, I respect you. Like every time when we play a show in Seattle, it's like you look out into the audience and it's filled with artists that I respect, and that is like the hugest compliment.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, if you're there, it's good. It was just, if you could stand in front of me, it would probably help.
What did I do?
You're just being a little gremlin down there.
Little gremlin.
I'm not doing it.
Hey, hold on.
Just put a coat over your head or something. All right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm serious. I'm not. I like that shirt. I like that shirt.
Me too. Oh, where is this fucking email? I fucking sent to myself.
You checking your emails right now, dog?
I sent the fucking questions. I don't know what the fuck I did.
There's no reception down here. I'll do the name one now.